Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing the Lightworker Oracle deck today for a morning spiritual reading. So I can try to get my mind right and maybe get a spiritual message out to you guys. And I hope you're having a good day. Please hit the like button if you find this message helpful for you today. Thank you for tuning into my channel and taking time out of your day to view this video. I hope that you find it helpful. My mind kind of wants to go a little bit negatory this morning, so I meditated, but I'm still struggling with a little bit, so I'm just going to ask my angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and ancestors to come into this reading to clear my mind, body, and spirit, and energetic field of all negative energy. I ask for a clear mind, clear sight, clear hearing, and a clear heart to help me heal and forgive myself and others. I just thank my spirit guides, angels, and ascended masters and ancestors for making me aware of behavior that, I didn't want to acknowledge before. So I'm going to ask for a spiritual message for this collective this morning and myself, and I hope that you find it helpful. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and shuffle these cards. First Ray of Power, number 1, and Orbs of Light. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful spring day out today. Life Path and Orbs of Light. Merkaba Protection and Orbs of Light. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine and Orbs of Light. And I got Orbs of Light again, and 1111, Message in Numbers. The third ray of creative intelligence, and fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge and ascension of the Rainbow Bridge. So one more shuffle and then we'll go ahead and get started. Ascension of the Rainbow Bridge and Key of Light. Okay. Thank you, angels, spirits, and guides, and ancestors. Can we please get a message for this collective on what's most important for this day to focus on? At the heart of this spread, I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread this morning. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Mother Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, for this message. Okay, I got a whole pile. So at the heart of the spread, we got Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. At the heart of the spread. And then I've got Dark Night of the Soul, Crossing, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And Karmic Clearing. I definitely feel that. Grounding during the karmic clearing. Spiritual service. $1111. Under past energy. Messages and numbers. And spiritual decree under hopes and desires for this collective. And how are we viewed by, how is this collective viewed by others? Trusting in the plan. They see us trusting in the plan. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony is the fears. And what is the right action for this collective today, Spirit? The right action for this collective that I'm reading for today, for spiritual message. The right action. Oh, this one? Okay. Well, that's two. Can we just get one, Spirit? Can we get one for right action for this collective, Spirit? Right action. You hear that little finch out there singing? There we go. Dark Angel. That's right answer. Right action. So, right at the heart of the spread, I'll go ahead and read a little bit out of this. This is Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, crossed by Dark Night of the Soul. So about the last 7 years, I can relate. I have been going through Dark Night of the Soul. That's when I relapsed pretty hard 7 years ago and have not been able to, have had difficulty staying clean and sober ever since. So, Star Child on the bottom of the deck. So I know that I am a star seed, and I'm sharing my spiritual journey, the hard times and the good times, because I'm hoping that it helps someone and lifts them up through their dark night of their soul, because it's not an easy path to walk. So 28. So at the heart of this Celtic cross spread today is 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Masters Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom, in the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. If you are forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plodding when you are usually bright, you need some mental time out. The mind rarely rests except through meditation, and even then, rest is not guaranteed. Resting the mind can be a tricky thing for intellectually oriented or highly creative people. Learning to switch off mentally will help you remember and apply what you are learning so that you can grow not only in knowledge but also in wisdom. You have been absorbing a lot of new information. You may feel you have so many tasks to do and you don't know where to start, or that if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. It is time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Sit without the distraction of the telephone, computer, mobile phone, music, television, or radio. Take a few moments of silence. Say the invocation below and then imagine, intend, visualize, or feel a fresh, pale green energy wash through you. Focus on this for a few seconds or two, then just relax and enjoy the mental cleansing. You will recognize when you have sufficient mental rest because you shall feel free. You shall feel a peaceful sense of vibrancy and inspiration. When you let go in this way, switching off and taking a step back, new approaches and ideas come to your mind. So work according to your own creative rhythms. You may find you work best in short, productive bursts, punctuated by mental rest. If this is how you need to live for a time, honor that. Be kind to your mind. It can help you accomplish your divine journey. This oracle message also comes with a message for you. If you are interested in healing that involves the mind, whether this be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, NLP, philosophy, or a course of study, you are encouraged to explore it. If you feel inspired to work with your belief systems through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged in this too. Your mind is developed and powerful, and you will work well with such techniques. So the invocation, to when you sit back and relax and rest your mind in silence, the invocation for this is, excuse me, I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing, and refreshment. May I be assisted through unconditional love for mental healing and the development of my mind in the service to my spiritual life purpose. Please help me let go mentally to allow for positive healing changes to happen. I ask for grace. I need to access all helpful knowledge, understanding, and wisdom necessary for me to fulfill my divine purpose. May my mind become peaceful, clear, and refreshed. May all beings be free from mental anguish through the grace and unconditional love of the divine through my own free will, so be it. So that was a good reading for me this morning because I did meditate, but then I don't know, something distracted me on the YouTube comments and got me in my head. So you know, that just tells me I need to put the phone down and focus on me more and clearing my mind and asking for this invocation. So that's a good reminder for me to get out of my head and know that I'm healing and have been through the dark night of the soul. So that's crossing the healing, which are Archangel Raphael and Hilarion. So with dealing with my dark night of the soul, mental illness, and addiction issues, that was a pretty difficult dark night of the soul. So I'm sure whoever's watching this may be able to relate to that in some way, shape, or form. It's been 7 years of pure hell with, some little good parts sprinkled in there here and there. So anyway, you can see she's looking up to the heavens, going through the dark night of the soul, holding the light in her hands. And she's crumpled up into a ball down there at the bottom. So, number 16, you are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your perceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You are not doing something wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. Even though you are already on a spiritual path this lifetime, you can go deeper. Sometimes people know this and yet are afraid. Familiar with emotional drama, they are hesitant to let go of what they know, even if that is emotional suffering and mental anguish. That fear prevents them from being willing to trust in the loving hand reaching out to them. It might seem silly, yet letting go of fear to take hold of the hand of love can be extraordinarily difficult. If you don't trust that love will hold you, letting go can seem like allowing yourself to fall into an abyss. A feeling of madness may plague you as you wonder if you are sane to leave a known world behind you and enter into the darkness of your own doubt and fear. You sense that the old self and the familiar ways will not survive this dark night, even if you know in your heart that this sort of spiritual death is an opening to new life. It can be profoundly confronting. The only way to end the dark night of the soul is to go through it, to endure it, and know that although you will not understand how it could be possible, it will transform itself into the sweetest grace. In time you shall be on your knees, not in despairing prayer, dearest child of love, but in gratitude, peace, and devotion. Though it begins as a challenge, the dark night of the soul will become a saving grace. Love knows you already, no matter what you may think at this moment of struggle. You are ready to take this spiritual test and emerge more in love with the divine than ever. Remember, this is an advanced initiation and therefore challenging at a profound spiritual level. Therefore, get some support. Even though you walk the path alone, another can help bear witness to your process and remind you that you are on a noble path of empowerment, love, and truth. Also, although you may feel your guidance has abandoned you, in truth they are with you even more, ever more closely, whispering words of encouragement, hope, and love. Look for the love within and let it guide you through the dark night. It will lead you faithfully and in perfect divine timing into the light of your sweetest morning. The invocation of this card is, excuse me, the dark night of the soul is love calling me into light, calling me to let go of fear, to release my every doubt and say instead, I know that love is more real, more powerful than anything else, always. So I accept love's power and grace, and I invite the healing presence of unconditional divine love into my heart now. Bring me the peace and spiritual blessing that I need to be freed from darkness and opened to the sweetest light of love's truth. May all beings caught in darkness be assisted by unconditional love to see, feel, and know that the path of love is theirs forever. Through my own free will, so be it. So that's a good reminder for me to continue connecting with Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael during this healing after the dark night of the soul. I think I'm just coming out of it, and the karmic is clearing, and I'm continuing to ground and be of spiritual service, knowing that in the past and right now I'm having messages and numbers, the 1111. I'm being woken to my spiritual decree, and we're trusting in the plan. And this is part of the 7th ray of ritual and order and ceremony. And the right action is Dark Angel. So let's read Dark Angel, number 30. The dark angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you, without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you, even when it seems most unlikely. In fact, especially then, the divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you're being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out accordingly to timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it is the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt and fear. Or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. The invocation for this is, I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth that darkness serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of the divine love to ignite the light of my heart, strengthening it each day. Through the divine grace, I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon the earth. So be it. So that's a great message for us today to continue connecting to Archangel Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. If we are in the midst of a dark night of the soul, know that the karmic is clearing, and we continue to ground and be of spiritual service. Continue having spiritual synchronicity, looking up those numbers to see what they mean, and we are earning our spiritual decree and trusting in the plan of the divine and connecting with our order and rituals of ceremony every day to connect with the divine. And dark angel is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And we continue shining our light even when it seems extra dark. That's when we push ourselves even harder into faith and spiritual service and make the darkness serve us. Okie dokie. So that's a good message for me today, to not allow that creepy crud to seep into my brain this morning, and not allow the viewpoints and options and opinions of others to corrupt my brain. So I get to be in charge of my mental health today, and so do you. So I'm going to get one from the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success cards before I bid you a farewell today and I head off to work. So that was a good reminder for me today to just keep praying and trusting in the plan and experience silence. Quiet my mind and don't speak when my mind feels heavy or clouded, and continue focusing on peace. Having a peaceful heart, a peaceful mind, thinking of peaceful thoughts, and clearing my mind of all negative thought, and only focusing on what I want to draw into my life, not the opinions of others, or, because they can cloud my judgment and yours. So I hope that you stay on the spiritual path, the sacred path, and that you keep shining your light even when it feels dark. And thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you do something today that makes your heart smile and is of spiritual service to someone. And thank you for taking time out of your day for this spiritual message. Peace, Mother Lover out. Have a good day.